Hello everybody, this is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and tonight I have a two-page scrapbooking layout to share with you. Now I do want to tell you that, first of all, this is not a process video. I have already completed the layout, but I did want to talk about sketches a little bit. In one of my clubs we've been talking about sketches. And how you can utilize them but at the same time make them your own and use your own creativity with them. And so that's what I've done with this. Now the other thing I want to tell you is this combines some old product with some new product to make a fabulous layout. So let's get started. The first thing I want you to see is that I used the Make It From Your Heart Volume 1. And I used, inside of that, I used sketch pattern number 14. Now you can see in this that this is a two-page layout. It's kind of brings your eye in because it's a horizontal, it just flows from page to page, and it uses photos from a similar or the same time and does a two-page spread. Now the thing about sketches is that with at least the Close to My Heart sketches, this is just a springboard, and that's true with any sketch. But the other thing about sketches is that you can have fun by turning it. So if I wanted to, instead of following this layout here, I could turn it upside down and do it that way. It would still be perfectly interesting and it would still have the same flow. Now I could also turn it this way. Now I do have to say, this is first of all the way I did turn it. The one thing that you lose when you do this, though I do have a matching two-page spread, you will see in the final product that it doesn't really flow across the two pages, but they do still match. So that is one difference. This would probably be ideal, or at least more ideal, if you were just doing one of the two pages, but you'll be able to see that I made it work. And then I can choose to not put these next to each other in the book. I can put them front to back. I will probably put them next to each other because it is about the same time. Now my husband and I had the opportunity to go to Moab, which is in Utah, last fall, in fall of 2016. And that is what I've based this layout on. Well, it's really not so much Utah as it is about my husband and I, but I used several things to make this about us. So in the original sketch, as you see, it flowed across. Well, as I inverted it, where it says twins up the side, my title goes across the top. Now I looked at this, and because of all the black and white in it, I decided not to color in the flowers from the stamp set, because I just wanted to have that real, I liked the way the black and white theme was carrying all the way throughout. And then I just kind of inverted everything and went the opposite direction. So I'm going to put that aside and we will talk through the layout. So this is from this month's Constant Campaign, which is the Live Beautifully paper pack, and I absolutely love it. And it's very florally, but it also has stripes and black and white polka dots and arrows, so I can still pull a masculine touch with it. So what I've got here is the first page, and again, this would have been on the bottom. So really, had I followed the layout, this would have gone somewhat like this, which obviously won't work. But I started that by this first page, and it talked about spending time together, and so I used this together stamp and went off the side. And then I just threw in some extra sequins here, and these are old sequins. They're not available currently, but everything else in here is current product. So you see the paper pack with the same squares that were in the other one, but you see how it has a completely different feel. Now, in my two-page spread, it will sit like this. So again, they still flow together, it's just differently, and you do have more empty space in here. Probably if I were to do this layout again, I would probably invert it so that the extra empty space would be on the outside, drawing the eye in. I think that would be a little bit more cohesive. But I just inverted it the other way this time. So then I use, again, this stamp set that says laugh. And then on this side, I'm still inverted. I used the same stamp I put together here to kind of pull that in. And this is a picture of the two of us together, and then a picture that he took of me, and there's a lot of sun coming through, so it's not the greatest picture, but it was the best picture I had. And then I stamped that to kind of fill up some of that blank space. So it's a pretty simple layout, very, very different than the original sketch, but still, I think, very reflective of what I was trying to talk about, and that's the time that we spent together while we were in Utah on this trip. So I hope that you find that idea helpful. Change up those layouts, move it around. If you're looking for any of the product, as I said, currently this paper is available throughout the month of May, and this is 2017 when I'm filming this. It is only available for the month of May. So if you're interested in it, you better grab it now. As far as the stamp sets go, let me pull those out. The first one that I used is not that one. I was going to use that one, and I actually had it out, but I didn't like the way it fit on there, so I didn't use it. But this one that I used is also only available for the month of May in 2017, because this is the month, the Stamp of the Month Club, Stamp of the Month set. So if you place a $50 product order, you can actually get this set for $5, and these letters are big and bold, and I have to tell you, you didn't have to individually stamp them because they are joined together. So if you wanted them individually on there so that you could maybe go diagonal or whatever, you could do that. You would just have to cut it apart, and then the together stamp is right in that set, and then you have a few flowers. So that's a stamp set that I use to go along with the Live Beautifully pack. So I hope you find that helpful. I hope you get out and play with some sketches. Switch them up a little bit to make your own creative processes flow through. So thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember, take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.